Is what's up, Flobo? Episode number 95? What? I did not think in a million years I'll do 95 of these things. It was just only last winter, fired up laptop, and I was like, I'm gonna sit here and talk to all of you. And in some ways, as everything I've done has grown a bit, this is kind of like the flagship, man. This is kind of like the flagship show. I am so proud of that. Thank you so much for checking out the show and other episodes of What's Up, Flobo. Before I continue, you know I'm going to say next. Hey, if you want yourself gators, some neck coverings, some mask coverings, you know what I'm saying? You want to look yourself your most nerdy best, check out nonamenerd.com, nonamenerd.com. Use the promo code FLOBITO for a discount. I mean, we're talking about video game jerseys. It's a place where you can let your nerd flag fly. nonamenerd.com. Use Flobito for a discount. Now, I'm sitting here at almost 11 o'clock in the morning, got up, went for a run, made my first pot of coffee. I was researching ways of how to get coffee sponsorships because I drink so much of it. I can tell you what I'm not doing. I have a to-do list right here. I have to clean, which I'm like, what's the use? I live by myself. I got house guests coming next month. I'll clean then. I got to work on this project for a friend of mine on YouTube. I'll do that later. Hey, I also have to do an episode of New Amsterdam Radio. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Procrastination sucks. And it's cool because a lot of my friends don't think I procrastinate. A lot of them think that I'm out there just creating content all the time. Yo, Flopito, what do you stop? Man, you just going. And I said, I do some things to avoid doing other things. Like, for example, you guys don't know this right now, but in the United States, I guess because of everyone not going outside and shopping as much and basically taking their change home, there's a coin shortage. So a lot of places like banks and grocery stores don't give you coins back. And even though I have enough coins to do my laundry for the next couple of weeks, I'm sitting there going oh man, should I just change my laundry schedule to make sure this stretches out? I'll do laundry tomorrow. I'm finding any excuse under the sun to not do my laundry. You know, I do things to do other things to avoid other things. I went out for a run today. You may think, oh man, he has this whole health thing going. He's looking pretty fly. But I did it because I didn't know what today's episode was going to be about. My friend Jack Farmer, if you guys haven't known, we do a show together called Wrestling with Your Questions. Check out some sample episodes of the channel. He's like, let's talk about procrastination. And I get nothing done. I tell you, there's things that I would like to do. I have so many to-do lists. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar or you guys are about to-do lists, but real CEOs say if you want to get things done, to-do lists are the most unhealthiest way to get things done. What they do say is you're supposed to schedule time in your calendar, like meetings. If I'm doing laundry at 9:30 to 11, that is the time I set aside for laundry. Nothing can encroach that time period. I have the opposite. So I use the Microsoft app to do, not an endorsement, just saying. And I have my everyday tasks, which is one thing. Then I have tasks from the New Amsterdam brand and New Amsterdam Radio. I have tasks for the DJ business. I have my grocery list. I have projects I would love to do if there's time, which is kind of ironic because I'm in my house. I mean, how much more time do I need? Also, things I want to add to my Patreon channel at patreon.com/FloboBoys. You could be inundated and covered in things that you want to do. So the question arises, how do you deal with it? Well, the first tactic is what I just mentioned a minute ago. You do things that you want to avoid or things that you want to avoid less to somehow feel better about avoiding things you don't want to do. I don't like to run or exercise, but I know I have to do it. So I said, okay, I have to work on this other project with paperwork. Let me run and get that out the way. And so I can get that later on in the day. So at least I felt I got something done. Two, the thing I also mentioned is you're really supposed to schedule things in your schedule. Even if it's something as basic as 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., I'm going to do, bam, 1 to 3 p.m. I'm going to handle my to-do list, and then whatever. Or you can be as detailed as, okay, 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. I do yoga. 7:30 to 8 I shower. 8 to 10 I do my taxes. Whatever. What I also like to do too is the timer method. If I have a lot of small things that I want to get done, I'll set a timer for 35 minutes. And whatever that is, that 35-minute period, I am doing nothing but that. And when that 35-minute period ends, I have an option either extended for another 35 minutes or moving on to something else. And you're probably saying, why 35? Because it gets very easy to on 30 minutes to go, oh, okay, 30 minutes is just an hour. Like, it took me 32 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's cool. With 35 or an odd number, 45 or 40 or 44 or 52, you kind of force yourself to think of it as more uneven cycles. And what I mean by that is, have you ever been in a situation where you're waiting on someone and they say, I'll be there in 5 minutes, and you don't really know what 5 minutes means? Does 5 minutes mean 5 minutes? Does it mean 10? Does it mean 25? Does it mean 30? This is why when someone calls me and they go, what's your ETA? I always give an odd number. I'll be there in 11 minutes. I'll be there in 7 minutes. I'll be there in 14 minutes and about 25 seconds. Why? Because it holds me accountable. It gives people a lot more accurate representation of how much time you actually think it's going to take. So I use 35 because it's not quite the half an hour. It's a little bit more than a half an hour. That way I can have an uneven cycle of things. Those are my main tools against getting things done. And all said and done, no matter which tactic you use, don't be too hard on yourself. Look at the things you got done versus the things you did not. And hey, tomorrow will be another day. Roll it over. Obviously, there's some things that you have to get done today, like today is tax day, for example. You have to get that done. It will come after you if you don't. But everything else is just an idea of saying, hey, look, if I got 20 things on my list done and the 3 things I did not get done, that's still a good record. That's Hall of Fame in baseball. You're batting over 750, so you're good to go. And as for me today, I was going to say, I'm going to order in food, and that way I can lock myself in and work on the paperwork project I have to do today. But truthfully, it might be just cheaper to go to the grocery store. So I'm adding a grocery store run before I get that done. And that's how that cycle continues. So I'm not perfect, but I can tell you those are the methods I use to get things done. Thank you so much for checking out this edition of What's Up, Flobo Classic, I guess. And what I mean by that is every Monday night, What's Up, Flobo After Hours, where we get to go a little more deeper into things that are happening in the world today. That's a video podcast that's streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, and there's an audio podcast component. So if you don't have time to sit and watch What's Up, Flobo After Hours, you can check out the podcast on Spotify, on iTunes, on Overcast. It's pretty cool. Let me know what you think about that show. I'm trying to keep it a little bit different, a little bit similar, that kind of thing. It's an extension of this show. The flagship now, 95 episodes. What? I don't know how I'm going to celebrate for 100. If you guys have an idea if I can celebrate for 100, let me know in the comments below. So here's the deal. On social media, at Flobo Voice on Twitter and Instagram, at Flobito on Instagram, patreon.com/Flobo Boys, bonus contents there, all cool stuff. I appreciate the new patrons who've signed on. You really mean a lot to me, and more content exclusively for you guys are coming down the pipe. And if you want to support the homie, buy a t-shirt or hoodie or a mug or sticker over at flobito.threadless.com. You know the deals. I'm back here on Friday. Maybe Fitness Friday may come back. Who knows? And this is What's Up, Flobo. So thank you so much. Of course, be yourself and peace out.